Well, MFing well. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute since I've been on YouTube. Zena, we cannot start this right now. Every time I shoot a video or I'm about to start shooting a video, Zena decides, you know what, I'm about to pick up this toy I usually don't be fucking with. But since he's sitting down talking, I might as well pick up this motherfucking toy and start playing with it. I got my phone stolen, and I thought I was gonna have to do something bad to get it back. Here's how it went. The day was Wednesday, last Wednesday. I pulled up to my boy Gary's spot to take some pictures of this tracksuit that I had got from Fashion Nova, right? It's hard. Now, as you can see, I chose a set of stairs to take the pictures on, okay? It just made sense to me. And the yellow rails, it was really a no-brainer. Plus it was 6,000 degrees outside, so the shade was the only option. Boom. Picture. Next scene, we're done. Let's move. I'm sweating my fro off at this point. Let's go inside now. But before we went inside, we took some pics of the Asics that I had on because they went perfectly with the tracksuit. I had to take a couple pics. It didn't take long, okay? Flick them, inside. You know what I'm saying? Now we're headed inside. This is where things start to get a little interesting. As we're walking inside, I hit one of these. Matter of fact, let me get up and show you what I did. As we're walking inside, I hit one of these. Oh shit, where my phone at? Where's my phone at? Where's my phone? 3 words. I look at Gary and Gary says, you left him on the stairs. And I'm like, you're right. Fuck it, let's go inside, take these pictures. It ain't gonna take no longer than 5 minutes. It took 10, maybe 12, but we're not talking about that. The fact of the matter is the pictures weren't going to take long and we weren't far from my phone. And I'm sure at this point you're wondering, why the hell would you leave your phone on a set of random stairs? Let me break it down to you, okay? 1, Gary's place is like a 40-minute jog away from mine. 2, it's a bunch of brand new construction that they're still building up. 3, there's his apartment and then half-built development that they're still building up that they're gonna turn into shops, restaurants, etc. And 4, the stairs were attached to a parking garage that they just freshly built, right? Okay, and ain't nobody ever there besides construction workers, and it was after hours, so it was dead. All right, so in our heads, wasn't nobody gonna walk past that phone. They weren't gonna see the phone. Hell, in our heads, we thought that the phone could be there for 24 hours and it'd still be there the next day. Boom, we take the pictures, we walk outside, I walk to the stairs, I bend the corner, I look up the stairs, go to the spot where my phone was, my phone's not there. My phone is not there. And I'm just like, I hit one of the, it's like a nervous laugh. It's like, this can't be. This isn't what we planned for. This was not on my bingo card, right? So I'm confused, I'm distraught, and I'm asking Gary where the fuck my phone is. And before Gary could say anything, I said, matter of fact, you got my location. Locate. Now. Locate. And at this point, the confusion starts to become a panic. But not a full-on panic like 4 out of 10. Until the Find My iPhone app says no location found. The fuck do you mean, Kobe Bryant? What do you mean no location found? What do you mean no location found? You have my location. That doesn't make sense. Why would I give you my location and when we search for my location, it says no location found? That doesn't make sense. Refresh. Refresh the screen. He refreshes the screen and my phone is on the move. Fuck. Bro, that 4 out of 10 panic is now a 10 out of 10, but it's contained. Okay? So from the outside looking in, it looks like it's at a 6.5, but from the inside out, I'm at an 11 for real, for real. I'm like, ain't no fucking way. I'm looking at this blue dot and that shit is moving 45 miles per hour up the road. But luckily, Gary's car was already downstairs in a position to leave quickly because he had somewhere to be at 6 p.m. It's 5:50. It's 5:50. You have nowhere to be but here right now, my brother. I'm sorry, your plans are canceled. Nah, for real, shit done got serious. Shit's got serious, bro. And before we get into the car, I look at Gary right in his eyes. And I tell him, I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. I'm gonna have to be in that driver's seat. He said bet, I said bet. It's a full-on pursuit at this point. I'm running stop signs. I'm on the wrong side of the road. I'm running red lights. And before you think like, yo, you're doing too much, bro, this is Houston, Texas. People do that shit every day. I could look out my window right now and see somebody running a light. Matter of fact, that white Corolla just ran the light. You see what I'm saying? It's shit like that, bro. This is Houston, bro. This shit's normal. And as we're driving, Gary says something that sparks my interest. He says, hey, bro, I got the strap too. We might need that. I said, no, we definitely need that. Grab it. Grab it. I'm not playing any games, bro. I'm not playing any games. This is Houston, Texas, man. Let me remind you, these young niggas out here these days, they be itching to shoot something. And I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not. I told Gary, if you got that iron, we're about to go play some golf. Grab it. We're not playing games. And this is not going to be my last day on earth over no cell phone. It's not. No cap. We can't pull up to the driving range without no clubs. What I look like? What I look like walking up to the driving range? Hey, I'm trying to, I'm trying to hit some balls. What? They got some for rent? No. You can no. Even though driving ranges do be having, clubs for rent, something, but that's not the point, bro. We not pulling up to a driving range. You get the metaphor. We begin to notice the longer that we drive, the further into the hood that we've gotten. And I'm not gonna lie, I begin to worry. I begin to worry, bro, because I'm seeing things that are confirming that this situation might just get sticky. We check the updated location, it stops. It's 10 minutes away. I'm still running every red light that tries to stop me. I am on a mission and I will not stop until it is completed. I'm seeing a cluckhead on every corner. I'm seeing many people riding on bikes, and they're not riding on these bikes for their physical fitness. They don't have cars. I know what the hood is like, and we are getting closer. We pull up to the location. We hop out. We check my phone's location. It says I'm standing right on top of my device. I don't see no device. Gary, do you see a device? Gary didn't see a device. Where the fuck is my phone? I start to walk in circles. I walk across the street to this hole in the wall vegan spot. Phone ain't in there. I walk back across the street to Gary. Phone ain't over there. As time passes, we realize that my phone is in one of the two vehicles parked in front of us. And at this point, two things are going through my head. Okay? Two things are going through my head at this point. Either we call the police, we tell them what has happened, what has transpired. They send a unit out to get whoever owns these vehicles to unlock them, and I find my phone. I get my phone back. Or we wait out here, wait for the person to come out, unlock one of these vehicles, and jump them. Simple as that. It's not going to be no, just a straight off the rip jumping. I'm going to ask a question, but if they try to make a sudden movement, when I ask about my phone and why I'm here, why I'm present, and they want to make a quick little move, they getting hit. As simple as that. We done drove all this way. My boy Gary, his gas tank, you know, I've used up about $10 in his gas because I was speeding so much, and hell, his front bumper might be about to fall off, because if you're speeding in Houston on these roads, you know what I'm saying, you're bound to fuck something up. Okay? So it was already a risk getting here. All right? So we might as well risk it all. So, you know, like I said, we'll ask some questions, but if they want to make a sudden movement, they getting hum. They getting hemmed up. Simple. I call the police. Bro. I call them because I'm a stand-up guy. Okay? I'm a good citizen. I am. Right? I mean, I don't have time for the shenanigans and for the foolery. Right? Those days are behind me. Okay, not to say that, I was jumping people, back then, way back when, but I'm just saying I ain't got time for this. Okay, so I call the police. I get on the phone with the police, and immediately I knew that they were not going to be a single fucking help at all. I'm on hold for 5 minutes. Finally, a lady answers the phone. She clearly hates her job. I tell her where I'm at. I tell her what went down. She says, okay, they're going to send a unit. I get off the phone and I'm like, Gary, we're on our own. We're on our own, bro. Because ain't no telling what, you know what I'm saying? If I'm on hold, this was my thought process. If I'm on hold for 5 minutes in Houston, Texas, right? These police officers are not about to respond to a fucking call that somebody got their phone stolen. There's real crime going on out in these streets. Okay? Maybe they'll come if a bystander sees what's about to happen. If they don't pull up in time and the owner of one of these vehicles comes out, maybe then they'll respond to that. But as of right now, they're not coming. So I get off the phone and I tell Gary, we're on our own. We're going to have to wait. He's like, bet, fuck it. More time passes by and we see a guy. We see a guy come out of this recreational building. And I can't lie to you, he's obviously not our guy. Because, somebody who looked like this guy in this area, it just didn't make sense. It didn't add up, let alone did he look like somebody who stole a phone, right? So he's walking by, pulls out his keys, unlocks the car, and it's the car right in front of us. Something in my mind changed. When I saw the lights turn on his car, as he stepped down from the curve and his horn said beep boop, it awakened something in me. Like I said, shit was about to get sticky. As soon as it's something like the beep boop, soon as it went beep boop, my body, I said, what? It was an outer body experience. And, something came over me. Rage, a contained rage that I had the key to. Like I had put the key into the door of rage and violence, you know what I'm saying? And unlocked it just in case something was about to pop off. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to open that bitch. Soon as it went beep boop, I said, hey, my man. I stepped up to him. This is what I did. Hey, I'm not lying. I said, hey, my man, you stole my phone? Walk right up on him. He said, wait. I said, what the fuck? This motherfucker better start speaking some English before he get pieced up. Real shit. Dude, this is Houston, Texas, bro. You never know what you're going to get. Motherfucker could look like Danny McBride and then sound like Lionel Messi. Okay? And I don't even know what Danny McBride looks like, but I'm going to assume he's a white guy. Okay? That's his white name. Okay? No offense to Danny McBride, but hey. He said, hey, man, he was motherfucker doing shit like that. And, before I could get my thought, because he really discombobulated me when he, hey, man, If he did any other movement then put his hands up, I swear I was sliding across the front end of his car and hitting him with the meanest left hand, right hand, two-piece upper. I was hitting him with something. He was gonna get hit with something. Okay? But you know, before I could get my thoughts straight, he said, hey man, hey, you know, I didn't steal it. Hey, I didn't steal it. I was gonna take it up the, you know, he's just trying to get every word out he could because he just seen two black dudes standing up on this corner and one of them had just pressed him. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Gary had the strap and he ain't no dyke. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what was going through this man's head. All right? He gets his words right and he said, hey, I didn't steal it. It's tan. Is it tan? My phone's not tan. There's nothing tan about it. My shit's purple, bitch. It's my favorite color. Purple's my favorite color. Clearly. I said, yeah. He said, is it yours? Look, dog, you're pushing it. You're pushing it. In my head, I'm like, you know, I wanted to be a smart ass, but I'm like, man, look, yeah, it's mine. It's mine. Okay? What the fuck you mean, is it yours? You think we just pulled up on you randomly and just took a guess that you stole a phone today? That you had somebody else's phone today? Bitch, give me my goddamn device. Gave me the phone and he's over here trying to explain himself. He's saying, hey man, you know, I'm a construction worker. I work with so-and-so. I was gonna take it to the office up here. You know, I thought it was somebody I work with maybe. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I'm just like, okay, yeah, okay. You know, and as I started to think about it a little bit more, it started to make some sense. But what didn't make sense to me was, bitch, why didn't you just take the phone to the closest property, which was right next door, which was fucking a stone throw away across the street, and take it to the office people? Like, you want to pick up a phone on a property and drive it 15 minutes down the road, and then another 10 minutes down the road to take it to some office? Bitch, what are you talking about? And he's like, hey man, you guys save me a lot of hassle. And and this guy, I gotta say, this guy had some muscle on him. He had some muscle on him, but so did I. I had my arms out. So, you know what I'm saying? But he was a shorter guy. So, you know, hey, you wasn't intimidating me. I don't give a fuck how big he was. You know what I'm saying? I was already mentally prepared to crash out. I was already mentally prepared to crash out at this point. He said, hey man, you guys save me a lot of hassle. As he's giving my phone, he said, hey man, you guys save me a lot of hassle. I said, no, you saved us a lot of hassle. Because had you would have made any other types of movement, bro, you was going to get your ass whooped. For real. You know what I'm saying? He just laughed it off, but I was dead ass. Yeah, we might have saved you a lot of hassle, bro, but you saved us. And you saved yourself. We could have went to jail tonight. And you could have went to the hospital. Over a phone. You know? But you take care, man. You be safe getting home. And then, you know, I got my phone back. I don't know what Gary was doing. He was standing behind me. I'm saying I don't know what he was doing because he was just behind me. I only got eyes on the front of my head. You know, I could just imagine he was probably just standing there just waiting for something to pop off. You know. But anyway, yeah, I mean, we got back in the vehicle and we drove off and we kind of laughed about it and called police. And Gary called them because I called him on his phone. He called him. And I talked to him and I said, yeah, go ahead and cancel that call at this place, whatever the case. And they were like, all right. You know, I really wanted them to ask me why I wanted to cancel the call. I was going to say something outrageous. I'm like, yeah, I found him. He tried to make a move and, you know, things got ugly. Actually, you might need to send some ambulance that way immediately. He needs help. You know, I was ready to crack one of those and then just hang up the phone. Because I never gave him my name. Well, I gave him my first name, but like, I mean, they weren't gonna find me. They weren't gonna find me. Yeah, bro, but that's the story, dude. Thought my phone got jugged, and honestly, that was probably the best situation that it could have been. You know, out here in Houston, bro, ain't no telling. Your phone gets stolen, ain't no telling who has it. Ain't no telling who has it, bro. Like, you know, and that was what was going through my mind. And I'm sure Gary's mind too, you know, because the way I was driving and the things I was saying on the way there, It was just pure speculation. I had no clue who we were pulling up on. I mean, we were pulling up into the hood. You know, things could have got real ugly, right? What I had, you know, hypothetically speaking, would I want to lose my life over this phone? No, absolutely not. Would I have acted like it? Probably. I'm just saying, bro. If I pull up on somebody who I know who got my phone and they, you know what I'm saying, they ain't trying to give it back, then shit's gonna get ugly. Simple as that. But, you know, it didn't. It didn't. Also, thanks, Gary. Thank you, Gary. I know I apologize on the way to the scene and on the way back from the scene because you had somewhere to be, and I obviously ruined those plans. I think you just went afterwards, but shout out to Gary for sure. But anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out.